surprise!
Mother Superior closed her tearing eye. Lily could move unobserved for now. Lily would lose the...
My eye's burning!
The fireplace is closed. Good children don't play with fire. And you're a good child, aren't you? You see? There's no reason why well-behaved girls like you should have anything to do with burning objects. Not one. Got it?
Lily wasn't convinced. Garrett had said she should use the fire to make light. That seemed to be a good reason to her. But how was she ever going to convince the demon of this? Lily had enough. They were easy to count, but Mother Superior had forbidden it because it ruined her appetite.
I need that cylinder. You understand if you stood around all day in the cold with a bald head.
Lily didn't want to seem picky, but that this was hardly the right place for a snowman. After dealing with the curtain, Mother Superior had apparently taken her contact lenses out. Strange. In the real world, Mother Superior wore glasses. But in the real world, Mother Superior wasn't 50 feet tall either, so it was probably fine.
My goodness, what's that? What's that strange smell? It doesn't smell like carrots, that's for sure. That's fire! Ah, I'm burning! Take off my hand! Take it off!
Lily wasn't quite sure. She wasn't actually allowed to play with fire.
Now do something, Lily. Take off my hand. Take it off. Thanks, Lily. You saved me. Now you see the damage that fire can do. It's best not to touch it.
Lily was a little contrite. Apparently, the snowman hadn't learned anything.
What's happening now? Hey, stop that. No. No.
Lily had put out the fire, just like the snowman had told her to. Hopefully, he now realized that there were quite appropriate situations where one could play with fire.
Congratulations! Lily has acquired a new skill. She can now get around the ban on playing with fire. All she has to do is cancel it in her new Don'ts menu by clicking on it with the left mouse button. Keep this option in mind. Throughout the game, Lily will learn to bypass many other restraints using this technique. But keep in mind that only one ban can be revoked at a time.
With the help of the torch, Lily could finally inspect the mysterious What a surprise! It was a torch bracket, but there was still no trace of the promised secret passage. There had to be a... Garrett didn't answer. Now it was up to Lily to find a way. It would turn out to be incredibly useful that she had found a way to remove the... She could now finally... Hooray! Why should Lily look for... She already knew of 2 other ways.
Why do we have to stand around here again? We're supposed to stop that child from escaping its therapy. With violence, if possible. Do you still have your taser? Of course.
On the other hand, Garrett had rarely been wrong. Lily would try it his way. There had to be a secret passage there somewhere. It was hopeless. Why did the dark corner have to be so dark? It was true! A secret passage! Garrett was right once again.
Lily, you did it! Perfect! I think you're finally ready to know the truth. Well, where should I start? Before you ask me any questions, let me quickly tell you one more thing about the hypnosis. This Harvey hypnosis is the doctor's devilish invention. He apparently uses this stuffed rabbit to force his will on you. If we want to get out of here, then you're going to have to fight the behavioral rules he's installed inside you. You can also take on the other behavior blocks, just like you did the one stopping you from playing with fire. But it means you'll have to put yourself back in a trance. The first challenge will be leaving the school grounds. Mother Superior has forbidden you from doing this. And because of the behavior block, you're incapable of being disobedient. The solution is to once again fight the block while you're in a trance. We have to tackle the problem at its source. Maybe I should introduce myself first. My full name is Chief Deputy Garrett Gordon Gardengore. I'm an undercover investigator for the juvenile department. I took a position in the convent as a cover to observe Mother Superior. My assignment is to uncover evidence proving her educational methods violate youth protection laws. But Dr. Marcel is an even bigger fish to fry. Compared to him, Mother Superior is a saint.
Lily could hardly believe what she was hearing. But now it all made sense. The secret room, the listening devices, and the strange voices she kept hearing at night. It was all coming together to form a coherent, overall picture.
Let me finish. As I said, Dr. Marcel is a much bigger fish. The police has been after him for a while. He's suspected of using illegal therapy methods that rob children of their childhood. And the hypnosis he subjected you to confirms this suspicion. Call the police? Ha! Lily, I am the police. I can help you and get you to safety. We just have to get off the school grounds somehow. I think the best way is to follow in your friend Edna's footsteps. But first, I want to answer any questions you have. So? No questions? How disappointing. Oh well, okay. Let's go to the tree swing.
Actually, the ball of wool should have stayed in the treasure chest for all eternity as a symbol of friendship. But Lily was running out of options.
Hello, Lily. You're not trying to leave the school grounds, are you? You know that Mother Superior has forbidden it. And you do know...
You must not contradict adults.
It's possible to have lots of fun without defying the rules set by adults. We could sort your marbles according to colors. Or come up with a counting rhyme for folding laundry.
No matter how tempting the funny rabbit suggestions were, Lily had to get through the fence and find Edna.
You must not contradict adults.
It wasn't even necessary. There are so many fun things that one is allowed to do. Like counting. Or playing with balls of wool. What do you have there? Can I see it?
Uh-huh.
A ball of wool. Yippee! But that's...
Woody.
Oogie.
With the rabbit's help, Lily had returned into a trance. In the distance, she could see the giant Mother Superior stomping around in front of her cave. And over there, where in reality had been a huge gap in the fence, there was now a cobweb with a giant spider in the center. This had to be the second demon for her to defeat. Eight legs and a horn. Lily had seen that somewhere before, but the rib would never stick to the spider's head on its own. Eight legs. Lily had seen that. Lily was curious whether this would have any effect. When Lily saw how Mother Superior took the spider in her arms, her heart melted. Suddenly, Mother Superior no longer seemed so big and grown up. She emerged from her trance with a blissful smile on her lips. Lily had overcome her second behavioral block. She might still only have been able to ignore one rule, but it was better than nothing. It was already dusk when Lily set off down the convent hill.
You're late. Where have you been all this time? Save it. Save it. There's a time for words and a time for action. And there's a third time. The time for sitting at the police station and filling out forms. And that time has come. What now? Don't say anything. You want your girlfriend. What's her name? Oh, Edna, right? I could tell right away that that girl meant overtime. But if she's still alive, I'll probably have to take care of this too. Although I think it's much more likely that Dr. Marcel has already found her and used a wood chipper to turn her into pig feed. If that's the case, I'll find that out too. So don't worry about your little girlfriend anymore. Why do I always have to be so damn compassionate? It's a curse. Oh well. Wait here while I investigate a few things. I'll watch the path to the institution. Maybe I'll learn something that way. If I discover anything, I'll give you a signal. I'll make an owl call. Ooh, ooh, or something like that. You won't miss it. Wait here for me. I'm sure it will only take a few hours.
Lily was immensely relieved that Edna's fate was now in the hands of this exceptionally competent youth investigator. However, she would have liked to have shown him the map with the directions to Edna's hiding place. But Garrett had already disappeared. Lily risked a glance at the map. She could see Moor Lake from here. Edna's hiding place couldn't be that far.
You're not planning on running into the moor after dark, are you? Don't you know how dangerous that is?
You must not hang around dangerous places.
There are so many other nice places for children to visit. The Agricultural Museum, for example, or the Job Information Center at the Employment Office.
Lily was starting to think that the funny stuffed rabbit wasn't so funny after all. She stubbornly risked another look at the map.
You must not hang around dangerous places.
I'm sorry. I certainly didn't want to startle you. We're friends, after all, and friends don't play pranks on each other.
Lily arrived just in time to see the flying topography tool disappear through a grilled window. To use the machine, you needed small change and a comfortable relationship with salmonella.
Wollen wir den Mond anzünden? Es ist ein Adventure. Was soll schon passieren?
Oh, what do we have here? A little girl. Without parents. All alone in the night. How sweet. What brings you into this dark dive where no one can hear you scream? Alcohol? I can't serve children alcohol. I'm missing the recipe for the only alcoholic cocktail on the menu. The Volcano Berserker. Plus, I ran out of the ingredients. So, if you want a drink, you'll have to get me the right ingredients. And then the drinks will be free. Here, the menu. Keep it, girl. So long as you're if you want to order anything, just...
Neon drink to make your liver glow in the dark. It was apparently for a non-alcoholic cocktail. Unfortunately, Lily hadn't found all of the ingredients. Volcano Berserker. It hits you with a flaming punch. It looks like it's the only alcoholic beverage on the menu. However, the ingredients are missing from the recipe. Sunny Cup Narcotic. Turned day into night. It was apparently for a non-alcoholic cocktail. Unfortunately,
Wait. No! This isn't Aunt Gorgula. My name is Miranya. Miranya the medium. How many more times do I have to tell you? What? But that's... One moment. Please stay on the line. Sorry, little girl. This could take a moment. It's that bartender Max Mixo again. A real pain in the ass. So dead and yet so talkative. Come to think of it, the spirits are very unsettled today. They're all talking over each other. If only I had earplugs. What was that? Now listen to me, my dear lady. I'm not a greeting card courier. I'm sure that... Max Mixo, would you please shut up for a moment? Because there are others who... No, I don't know anyone called Priscilla.
Miranya was busy. Lily could completely understand that. She knew how hard it was to ignore spirits.
Especially those that tried to grab you at night.
What? Oh, just a little girl. What are you doing out here in the middle of the night? Aren't you worried that the loonies will catch you? Well, you should be, so hurry. Get back to bed. Or did you want to make a complaint? Oh, thank goodness. I would have really hated it if I'd had to go outside. Ever since Dr. Marcel stopped running the asylum properly, this whole area's been overrun with escaped loonies. It's best to just stay at home and hide behind a desk. That's the most sensible thing to do. Oh, yes.
Neon drink. It was apparently Lily had all.
Coming right up. Oh, by the way, that's a non-alcoholic cocktail, but don't worry, there's enough other illegal substances in it.
Neon drink.
Sollen wir den Mond anzünden?
What's the matter? Is something... It tastes... and that sheen on the...
must not hang around dangerous places.
You again?
Uh-huh.
Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, this had to happen someday. And who do you want to make a complaint about, if I may ask? You don't mean Dr. Marcel, do you?
Uh-huh.
Shh! Keep it down. The doctor is a very influential man. We all know he's got a few things to answer for. But you still have to be very careful with accusations like that. Unless you have evidence, I really can't help you. You want?
Uh-huh.
Oh, and who? You don't mean yourself, do you?
Uh-huh.
Please. What terrible things could a little girl like you have done? Children your age can't even be charged with a crime. The only reason to lock up a young kid like you would be to sober you up. But I'm sure a girl who looks as well behaved as you already knows to stay away from alcohol, right?
Uh-huh.
You see? Of course, if you insist, you can take a voluntary alcohol test anyway. The machine is over there, against the wall. But I can't arrest you if you haven't gone and drunk nothing.
Neon drink. That must be the police car.
A volcano berserker? Unfortunately, the previous owner took it. But they haven't found it, and they won't.
What? Oh. Hi, little girl. What do you have there? Are those earplugs? Fabulous! Thank you. It's exactly what I need right now. No, these are too big. So, hello? Can anyone hear me? Much better. Yes, loud and clear. Who wants to be first? Max Mixo? I could have guessed that. Could you possibly do me another favor?
Uh-huh.
It's about Max Mixo, the previous bartender at the village bar. He's worried about his legacy, the volcano berserker. He'd always hoped that this drink would make him immortal someday. We both know that his plan failed, but now he literally took the recipe to his grave, and he so wanted to leave it to posterity. It's very simple. The cocktail only has 3 ingredients: wine gum, artemisia, and a chili pepper. Did you get that?
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Lily. Maybe the great Max Mixo can finally find peace. And me too.
if you want to order any. A volcano? Have you got all? No, then I can't help.
Lily couldn't just conjure the solution. Flounder to go. How convenient.
Wait, I have a few seances to finish here. Who wants to be first? Max Mixo? I could have guessed that.
There was a sign on the feeding trough. Don't feed the saber-toothed boars. Saber-toothed boars are very dangerous. In the event of an encounter, make sure you don't look like a well-behaved convent schoolgirl. Saber-toothed boars are nocturnal, grow up to 6 feet long, and like to lurk in the shadows. They can be frequently found near the territorial herb Artemisia, since they mark their territory on the leaves of this plant. Therefore, avoid areas where this herb grows after dark. The Forest Ranger. Lily would have gladly heeded the warning, but she had no idea how to recognize Artemisia.
But didn't you read the sign? You're not supposed to feed the boars. The forest ranger said so.
You must not contradict adults.
But luckily...
If the saber-toothed boars had to mark their territory, then they should do it properly.
A volcano berserker coming right up. But be careful, that drink packs a punch. And I'm not talking about punchy colada, if you catch my drift.
But Lily, what's that for? That's not good for little children.
You must not touch alcohol.
And milk is much better for your teeth anyway. Look at my funny chompers. They're cute, aren't they?
Uh-huh.
Ooh, the ball of wool. Can I see it again?
Uh-huh.
Lily wasn't sure if someone as young as her, but there was no behavioral block, so it was probably okay. Incredible. The coffee was so strong that it jarred Lily out of her trance.
But that...
Uh-huh.
Hey, those are only for players.
I'm a dog.
Lily liked the cold. It reminded her of her bed.
Howdy, stranger. What's a nice little girl like you doing in a rough place like this? Wait, you're not here for the gold rush too, are you? Well, then you might as well just pack up your bags again. The only gold around here is in my mine, and I'm the only one who knows the way there. Plus, you can't get in there right now anyway.
Where?
Forget it. The way to my mine is top secret. Even I have trouble remembering it. I should actually ride over there again.
Go.
I knew it. You're after my gold. Well, you can just forget it. My gold mine is good and hidden. And even if you found it, you wouldn't get in. The entrance is guarded by a Wendigo.
Lily wasn't interested in the mine, but this Wendigo made her curious. Could he be another manifestation of her behavioral blocks? Perhaps it would be worthwhile to look for the mine after all.
You don't know what a Wendigo is, do you?
Uh-uh.
Well, I don't know much myself. It's some kind of Indian demon that's stopping me from getting into my mine. If you want to know more, you need to ask the shaman. He's knocking around here somewhere.
Sure.
The shaman? No idea. I never met him personally. Sometimes I see his smoke signals on the horizon. That's it. But if anyone can tell you about Wendigos, it's him.
Lily had heard that mayonnaise spoiled quickly in the sun. She would have to use it soon. It made her feel a little nauseous just thinking about it.
Yeah. Right back at you. Tell me, you weren't planning on decaying in the next couple of days, were you? Oh, well. No problem, huh? I should be cutting down on carcasses anyway. My dietitian is pulling his hair out. More fresh fruit, he says. Have a salad now and then. I know all that. But what can I do, huh? I just love that rotten stuff. I just have to smell the rotting flesh. And I start suckling. And honestly, out here in the desert, huh? It's hard to maintain a healthy diet. You try and leave something for later, and the bacteria just move right in. You could get the most horrible diseases, huh? Festering boils, oozing eczema. Oh man, all this talk of food has made me hungry. Please, leave me alone with my growling belly.
Somewhere on the horizon, a donut factory seemed to be having problems with its chimney.
Huh? Is that you, little girl? What are you doing in limbo? Don't tell me you're...
You must not.
Huh? What are you doing? In this case, I unfortunately have to ask you. I have a few...
The door was firm. Too bad.
Step right up and admire the latest accomplishments in modern medicine. Anti-wrinkle cream with skin-firming materials from outer space. Natural food supplements with amusing motifs from the animal world. Our brand new product, the pill for in-between, for all those who didn't have time before and don't want to wait till afterwards. Step right up, marvel at the sights, and take a free sample of Alcofix, the exclusive miracle treatment with an alcohol base. It tastes 100 proof and works 100 proof. Hello, little lady. Are you interested in a sample bottle of Alcofix, the miracle brandy? You actually look pretty healthy to me, and I'm afraid even Alcofix won't fix that problem with your ears. Do you have any bad pains? Incurable genetic diseases? Tinnitus? Hepatitis? Cervical cancer? Yeah, I'm so sorry, but I can't give you a sample of Alcofix like you are now. Come back!
Lily had heard she had made her